It's a day that triggers just so much in a lot of us. At 8:46, on the morning of September 11th, 2001, hijackers crashed American Airlines Flight 11 into the 93rd floor of the North Tower of the World Trade Center. The world changed, a lot of us did, forever that day.
It definitely did. And as we pause to remember the 22nd anniversary of the terrorist attacks on 9/11, our Rich Donnelly looks back at how the attacks from that day shaped the life of a veteran who now lives here in Jacksonville and the lives of countless others he's impacted in the years that followed.
Chris Wolff's story begins with a trip to visit family in New York City on September 10th, 2001.
I distinctly remember my grandpa pointing over to two buildings, and my grandpa said, tomorrow morning we're going to be there for up at the top of the towers at the windows of the world to enjoy breakfast with family.
Wolff woke up late on Tuesday, September 11th. It may have saved his life.
We were on our way to the subway and we made it down to the harbor, and within minutes of being at the harbor, we watched the first plane hit the World Trade Center.
Chaos. At 9:03 a.m., United Airlines Flight 175 was crashed into the 77th floor of the South Tower, the second tower to be hit.
Now we've been attacked, and now what do we do? And then you're finding out the buildings are falling. You watch them both fall from this nice, beautiful skyline to now it's just pure dust that just covered Manhattan.
Chris Wolff was 18 years old when he witnessed the 9/11 terrorist attacks. He had already joined the military on a delayed enlistment. He immediately called his Air Force recruiter.
I wanted to prove what red, white, and blue was to the person who did this.
Wolff served in the Air Force for 11 years and had multiple overseas tours of duty.
Even though I know my job may have been small in the military, each person has a position that equals the bigger goal. And I just thought, okay, ultimately you stand up for this country to fight for the freedom, and I want to continue the freedom that we had.
But Wolff was knocked down. He became paralyzed after an extremely rare reaction to a military-issued nasal spray flu shot. These days, his home in Jacksonville has an American flag board filled with challenge coins. The one in the upper left was given to him by former President George W. Bush.
He stood up and grabbed me and put my head on his chest and apologized for what the country had done to me. To ultimately be told that by your commander-in-chief was a feeling that I never thought I could ever feel, because I thought I was in this alone. We go to find out we're all together.
Following his paralysis, Wolff made it his mission to help others. He's now involved with Wounded Warrior Project and helps other veterans through adaptive sports programs.
I want my kids to understand that what you do has an impact. It may not be directly right in front of you, but what you do has a bigger impact in somebody else's life.
Chris Wolff will never forget September 11th. And much like the new tower at the World Trade Center, Chris Wolff continues to rise tall. Reporting in Jacksonville, Rich Donnelly, First Coast News, on your side.